It is April 29th of 2025, 9:09 in the a.m. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. And let's say it together. Praise our God from whom our blessings flow. And Canada has their man. I said Canada has their man. Now before you flip off, don't. Because this video is more than just about the victory of a candidate. This video will show you beyond the shadow of a doubt that the world is a numbers game. It is being controlled by a number system. Now we can conveniently call it AI. We can conveniently say that there are fallen angels. We can conveniently say that it's nothing but a dog and pony show, especially as it crosses the seas, the shores, and the concrete jungle and all over the media, saying that we have an ally versus a foe, and all the trade talks and people. If there's ever a video that you need to just understand, this is the one. And I'm going to show you something here you are not going to see anywhere else. You're not going to see this anywhere else unless they take it once I do it and then, utilize it in bits and pieces, which I don't mind. But here's the thing. Mark Carney's Liberals win Canada's election. Here are 4 takeaways. The former central banker successfully convinced voters that he was the right candidate to confront President Trump's trade war and threats to annex the country. There he is. Because Trump has flaunted the idea of Canada being the 51st state. Prime Minister Mark Carney led his Liberal Party to a narrow victory in Canada's pivotal election on Monday, securing a 4th term in power for the party and a renewed mandate to lead the fight against President Trump over trade and the nation's sovereignty. Mr. Carney, a former central banker who was running for office for the first time, struck a competitive tone toward the United States during his acceptance speech in the early hours of Tuesday at a Liberal Party event in Ottawa. It was unclear whether the Liberals would win a majority of seats in the next House of Commons, which would allow Mr. Carney to govern relatively unimpeded, or if his government would need to rely on similar parties to support his legislative agenda. Mr. Carney has not met Mr. Trump in person since becoming Liberal Party leader and Prime Minister last month. But he made Mr. Trump's menacing comments about making Canada the 51st state and the tariffs he has imposed on Canada's goods the center of his campaign. And this gentleman came out of nowhere, basically is what they're saying. I want you to listen to his victory speech. Now, I teach the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the comprehension, time, and conclusion. Look at the colors. Red and black. Red and black means sacrifice. So right off the bat, in my mind, it's speaking sacrifice. I said it's speaking sacrifice. His colors are red and black. There's nothing wrong with the colors, but you're going to understand why I have said the 3rd time, red and black is sacrifice. Are you with me? Just wait a few minutes and I'm going to show you. It's so symbolic. It's mind-blowing.
As I've been warning for months, America wants our land, our resources, our water, our country. Never. But these are not idle threats. President Trump is trying to break us so that America can own us. That will never ever happen. We are once again at one of those hinge moments of history. Our old relationship with the United States, a relationship based on steadily increasing integration, is over. The system of open global trade, anchored by the United States, a system that Canada has relied on since the Second World War, a system that, while not perfect, has helped deliver prosperity for a country for decades, is over. These are tragedies, but it's also our new reality. We are over the shock of the American betrayal, but we should never forget the lessons.
But you're going to take us forward.
We have to look out for ourselves. And above all, we have to take care of each other. And my message to every Canadian is this: no matter where you live, no matter what language you speak, no matter how you voted, I will always do my best to represent everyone who calls Canada home.
Breaking overnight this stunning political comeback thanks to and at the expense of President Trump. Canada's Liberal Party, led by Prime Minister Mark Carney, declared victory overnight despite being really left for dead several months ago. But then...
Did you hear his choice of words?
Canada's Liberal Party, led by Prime Minister Mark Carney, declared victory overnight despite being really left for dead several months ago. But then...
Not a good sentence. Let's proceed. Here is one of the Pierre. He ran against him and he lost. Listen to his concession speech. And again, I believe that's his wife. She was in purple yesterday and she's in purple again today. Or maroon, whatever you want to call it, Phoenician. Watch this.
Chers Canadiens, merci. Merci, chers Canadiens. Je vous aime aussi. I love you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's with profound gratitude that I stand before you today at the moment of this historic election. Because only in Canada could the story that Anna and I bring to the stage be possible. Adopted son of school teachers and a Venezuelan refugee. Stand on this stage in front of our proud country, offering ourselves up to serve for the future. After millions of people have shown up and marked their X, spoken their voice, and exercised their democratic rights. We could not be more proud. We could not be more grateful for...
And mark their X. Listen, once you hear this choice of words, like I said, you're not going to hear this anywhere else. Watch.
Offering ourselves up to serve for the future. After millions of people have shown up and marked their X, spoken their voice.
Kind of stuttered and stumbled, didn't it? Mark their X. All right, now watch. Listen. Here's another candidate.
I want to take a moment to congratulate Prime Minister Carney on his victory. He has an important job to do to represent all Canadians and to protect our country and its sovereignty from the threats of Donald Trump. Tonight and every night, all of us here, we're on Team Canada. We want Canada to thrive, and we're going to continue to fight for Canada. I want to take...
Now, let me show you something from yesterday. I want you to see him, and I want you to see him walk.
Welcome to Visible Plus.
And as he walks, it looks like a silhouette in his back of an X. Okay, watch this. Do you see it? That's the same guy. Look at his back. Do you see it? V or X? Which one do you think? They were pushing X yesterday like nobody's business, allegedly. And when you voted, it's what you saw. Now, they're talking a good game, like, hey, we're against America, we're against Trump, we're against this trade war. And when I say against, it's not really against Americans, just don't want to be the 51st state. Now, it's going to get spiritual from here, and this is the part that's going to really blow your mind. Here's Mark Carney. I said, here's Mark Carney. I said, here's Mark Carney. Look at his birthday. 3/16. We just finished Holy Week a week ago. What are odds his birthday would be 3/16? Just throwing it out there. Now, here's Justin Trudeau. Look at his birthday. Look at his birthday. I said, look at his birthday. We just finished Holy Week. During Christmas, who do we recognize? Although people say the sun god Ra, his birthday is December 25th, but most Christians, when they think about December 25th, they think about Christ, don't they? So I want you to really wrap your mind around this. You got a former prime minister who dropped out of the race because they say allegedly overwhelming, too much to deal with Trump and his reaction or non thereof to the trade war. But his birthday is on Christmas, Christ. And now we have a guy who just won, whose birthday it matches John 3:16 in the Bible. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Is this coincidence? Now wait. Canada was founded July 1st, 1867. Take July 1st, 2025, birthday coming up, versus 3/16, the birthday of Carney who just won, and the difference is 3/16. Drop the mic, stomp on the mic, throw the mic to the moon, scream, holler, do whatever you want to do. It's all acceptable right about now. Because I told y'all, not only is it spiritual, you'll never see this anywhere else. Wrap your mind around it. Carney's birthday, the politician, versus Canada's birthday, July 1st, 2025, same year. The difference is 3/16, which is his birthday. I know. Now check this out, it gets better. 4/28/2024, Carney won, versus Trump's birthday coming up is 6/14/2025. The difference is 1 year, 6 weeks, and 5 days. What is 165? The 165th day of the year is June 14th, and that's Trump's birthday. You want to go back and get that mic? You want to call somebody? I know, right? It's crazy. Now, I'm going to throw this in the mix. Here's Trump's dad. Now, why would I throw him in the mix? We got this Christian theme going on. We got 3/16, right? For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Hallelujah. We also had December 25th. Christ died and rose. We celebrate that. But what if I told you Trump's father's name is Christ? The middle name is Christ. And Trump's mother's name was Mary. I know it's deep. Take October 11th, 05, October 11, 2024, anniversary of his birthday, versus Carney's victory Well, his actual birthday, 3/16/2025, coming up, and you get 55. 5 months, 5 days. What is 55? Julius Caesar was stabbed to death at 55 years old. Is this coincidence? People, I'm going to say it. I've said it before. Welcome new subscribers, but you're going to get this type of logic. Have they bent time and space? Have the powers bent time and space? Is this beyond us? Is this AI and fallen angels ruling the votes? I'm just putting it out there. Putting it out there. Now, you want to see something else bizarre? I did a video on this man, Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. New Prime Minister Mark Carney. They say, and I reported, that Obama groomed him. That's what they say. When I did research, I did come up with some Obama numbers, but I didn't want to get off track. But trust me when I say it. But check this out. September 2nd, 1962. Right there, his last birthday. Subtracted from 3/16. 3/16, you know what that is, right? The difference is 6/15. 6/15. Now let's put it all together. June 14th is the 165th day of the year. June 14th is the 165th day of the year. Right? June 14th, 165th day of the year. All right? So, I included the end date. So let's take it literally. Keir Starmer, Prime Minister of Canada, 9/2/2024, his last birthday. New Prime Minister, 3/16. The difference is Donald Trump's birthday, because Donald Trump was born June 14th. June 14th, 165th day of the year. Donald Trump's birthday, June 14th, and June 14th. It's bizarre as bizarre can get. Now, let me switch over to this. Because last night I went to bed, I said, Lord, I need more clarification on what Trump was doing yesterday when he had the Philadelphia Eagles at the White House, okay? I want you to listen to what he had to say, and it's fly, Eagles fly, okay? Very important.
You can say you've done it. You've done something that very few people are able to do. We've seen a lot of great teams, Lane and Coach. We've seen a lot of great teams, but they don't ever get to where you've already got. And you're a young guy to be coach. Well, I'd like to be his manager right now. I'd like to be if I pick up my little 10% for doing nothing. So I want to congratulate once again, and let me just say, fly, Eagles, fly, right?
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly is the theme. Well, this morning I put into Gematria Calculator and I went with the satanic part. It comes out to 555, and you guys remind me almost weekly that Trump usually says the number is 555. And we know that 55, again, is the age of Julius Caesar when he died. Now watch this. Here's the fight song. The lyrics to the Philadelphia Eagles fight song, Fly, Eagles, Fly, are as follows. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, fight, fight. What does that remind you of? This day, July 13th. July 13th, 2024, Donald Trump, always say allegedly, got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. And he rose up. He rose up and said, fight, fight, fight. 7/13/2024, Butler, Pennsylvania, fight, fight, fight. Chapter from yesterday's victory in Canada, 4/28. The difference is 290 days. What's 290? The 290th day of the year is October 17th, leaving 75 days. Now watch this. What's the 75th day of the year on the Gregorian calendar? The 75th day of the year is March 16th, 3/16. 3/16. People, if you don't think that this world is set up by numbers, I suggest you think again. God has a number system, but the devil knows it and he works it in this domain. And it appears to me there is an international system being set up. And if I didn't do this, if I didn't have this gift, I would not be able to show you how everything is in sync. Everything is in sync. What a mind-blowing thing to recognize. What a video. What a video. Prime Minister of Canada take his birthday versus the Prime Minister of Canada's birthday. Canada's birthday, Britain's birthday, the two men come out to Trump, 6/14. People, share the video. I love you. Thank you for helping me out. If anybody wants to help the channel, just go to Friend Shot Blue, click on my portrait, and patriotic, non-patriotic, people who want the best for this country come in droves to see this man. Go to more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. Also have a P.O. box. You can mail a love offering. If you cannot afford to mail a love offering, it's fine. We all go by faith. I pray for you. You pray for me. We will endure. Please share the video. Please do the thumbs up. This is a once-in-a-lifetime video to show you how the political structure allegedly is being set up for the Antichrist. Will Canada become part of the United States? It ain't gonna matter. Borders don't matter. Do you understand? Once they set up the new system, everybody's gonna be a part of 55, which is Julius Caesar's domain, / Antichrist / Barack Obama. That's where we're going. This man just needed something to run on. Do you understand? And that is anti-Trump, anti-border, anti-trade. You understand? That's what it's all about. The numbers speak. Big time.